YouTube, this is Scott VLMAC, and I finally made it back to Washington DC. I did get to visit Langley. It was pretty amazing. Even the houses there are gorgeous. We were not able, you're not able to do any tours inside Langley. CIA. I didn't even know Langley has a high school there, and it's all these houses are like mansions. They're not like regular houses, like mansions, and the $1 million mansion houses. And it also makes you wonder, like, wow, who lives here? So I guess you have a lot of government officials, high-ranking government officials that might that lives there in Langley. And I also tried to go to Arlington. We got here pretty late, so I'm going to make another trip here tomorrow and go to visit JFK burial. So right now we're here at Martin Luther King memorial. I know that doesn't have anything to do with my my book 26 Degrees, but these are some things that I want to visit. So I'm going to film you all in on what is going on about Langley. Take care. Okay, so now I'm sitting here by the Martin Luther King Memorial Monument. I'm here again on trying to promote my book 26 Degrees. The more I travel through Washington, the more I realize that this place is like very secluded, very locked under key. It's like so much security. It's hard to pretty much put it together on what I'm trying to say. But here is like I'm sitting here watching this guy drinking wine in front of Martin Luther King. I guess he's celebrating whatever the case may be. But my book 26 Degrees is alive here in Washington DC. I have so much that I want to do and discover as far as trying to make a second book of 26 Degrees. I think in the second book I'm going to go more into details, more into depth. I was able to give away one of my books, Resilience of a Black Woman. And Resilience of a Black Woman, I know I'm talking kind of fast, so it's so much I want to get done today. But being here, learning things in my head are going like a mile a minute. I'm trying to figure out other strategies, what I want to do as far as my second book, 26 Degrees. It is overwhelming still. When I got here, it wasn't the hype wasn't there like it was the very first time I came here, knowing the book that I wrote, 26 Degrees. But the hype is still there. It's just not like it was the first time. The book 26 Degrees, it has so much action in it. It involves my two main characters, Chase and Casey. They're CIA agents, and they also have some other high-level qualified clearance as far as the government concerned. You also had the FBI in on it. You had the mafia. You had Russian mafia. I pretty much put my characters all into this danger on trying to capture one, but it turned out they had to capture two bad guys, which was Dimitri Petrov, and it was also another one that was in my book. I don't want to give out the full details of 26 Degrees because I want everyone to be much wanting to read the book because it's so much hype on it. But it has a lot of action. I'm not going to be able to go around overseas right now because of the pandemic. So the space is going to have to do for now. So I'm going to cut it off right here and start taking pictures. So now here I am back in Washington. I want to tell you all something about 26 Degrees. 26 Degrees came to mind when we were all going through that pandemic. I was going through a lot in my life to where I really wanted to shut down, and I decided no, I wasn't going to shut down, that I wanted to put it all out on paper, and that's what I did, and that's how 26 Degrees came about. I think that it's being a CIA agent, FBI, anything that deals with the government and, you know, Secret Service. It's like it's something that I think that every person dreams about doing. You know, Secret Service. You know, and dealing with the bad guys and bringing the bad guys in. And I decided to really indulge in action genre. This is my first book pertaining to the genre that I picked. Even though I did a memoir of myself, I was not in the military, but I did 4.5 years overseas. And being side by side with the military, I somewhat have a good idea of what they go through by working with them side by side. So I said to myself, what better thing to write about, Secret Service. Anyway, so this is why I'm here in Washington, D.C., and I'm hoping that I have a lot of supporters and a lot of followers. What you doing over here, honey bunny? So now that we're back, I really couldn't concentrate out there and pretty much talk to you all because my eyes were like wandering all over the place while I was there. And I think that I really wanted to capture the moment while I'm on YouTube, and and you see the background, the scenery of Washington. I thought that would have been neat, but I just can't seem to keep my eyes focused on one point, and it's like everybody else had my eyes wandering and all the activities that were going on around me. But I was saying that what prompted me into writing 26 Degrees, I was going through something during the pandemic, and it had me feeling some type of way. And instead of me talking to someone about the situation, I decided to write all my frustration out on paper, and that's how 26 Degrees came about. And after everything became normal and I pretty much was able to get things situated towards like the last 4 chapters. It was like exciting and fun for me to do, but for the first few chapters that I did, I was a little frustrated and mad. But I think that once I finished 26 Degrees and I went back and sort of looked at some of the things that I wrote, it was basically, something that I didn't pretty much think that I would adopt as an action writer, but I guess things happened at a certain time for a reason, and that's how 26 Degrees came up. 26 Degrees, the name came up because I was so cold-hearted. When you pretty much put your life in direction where you want to go, and then someone's there that want to tear it down, you shut down and you become cold. So 26 Degrees was like, not a vendetta, but something towards like, I'm ice cold, and my feelings are ice cold. So nothing you could say or do would hurt me because I was already hurting enough. And that's how I came up with 26 Degrees. So I didn't give my memoir, Resilience of a Black Woman, I didn't give it the full potential of marketing. And because I didn't give that my full potential of marketing, I thought that I could do that towards 26 Degrees. And this is the most I've ever done as far as traveling. You know, you guys, I am from Georgia, and traveling to Washington, really my boyfriend is up in Winchester, and I have been traveling for the past 2.5 months, back and forth. If it wasn't from Atlanta to my hometown Savannah, it was from here, from Savannah to here, Winchester. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and do my promotion on my book 26 Degrees, because this was the perfect opportunity for me to go out there in Washington, where all of this was taking place in my book. And these towns are not, you know, fiction. You know, they're nonfiction. It's the locations that I picked, I choose, you know, and then, you know, in 26 Degrees 2, I'm planning on doing another one. I think that their locations will be nonfiction as well, because I started out as a nonfiction for the locations, but the book is fiction. And the characters are fiction. But what better place to think about CIA City, Washington? Come on, Secret Service. You know, everything's happening here. And the more this is actually my 3rd time visiting Washington. But for my book, my 2nd time. And the 2nd time I really sat there at one of the monuments yesterday, and I finally realized, well, damn, you know, this place is actually, you know, like under lock and key. You know, it's just like you have so many police forces from all different, you know, all different police forces here that just, you know, around the clock, just, you know, out and about. So basically you can't do too much of anything, you know, as far as, you know, stuff that you can do at home, you know, in the streets. So but I'm planning on doing another trip today. I wasn't gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it and try to get out of the way. And I did get to see the Pentagon. The Pentagon was actually named in my book as well. So my boyfriend was like, what is that over there? I'm like, that's the Pentagon, the Pentagon. And so but Langley is gorgeous, it's beautiful. I didn't know that they had school there, but I'm thinking, oh, why not? You know, it's a town, you know. But the houses are gorgeous, they're magnificent. They're huge houses, so you can just imagine all the high profilers that live in that small town, Langley. So guys, I'm gonna try to do another video out there, and hopefully I won't get too distracted, but if I do, then I will end my video here at the hotel in Winchester. So I would like for you guys to please continue following me. Please hit that like, subscribe button as well, and comment, please. I've commented on basically all of everyone, all my comments. I comment back. So please don't feel shy. Please comment, like, and hit the subscribe button. Take care, and God bless.